Somewhere out there is a planet hot enough to melt lead. A storm that has been raging for 400 years. A moon where it rains liquid methane. And winds strong enough to tear apart a jet plane. These are the most extreme places in our solar system, and you've never seen anything like them. Earth is a paradise. We have liquid water, breathable air, a magnetic shield that protects us. But just beyond our atmosphere lies a solar system that is trying to kill us. Today, we take you on a journey from the closest planet to the Sun all the way to the edge of our solar system. What you'll see will not feel real. Some of these worlds are stranger than science fiction. Let's begin where it all starts. The Sun. Our Sun is the most extreme object in the solar system. Its surface burns at 5,500 degrees Celsius. But here's what's strange. The outer atmosphere of the Sun, called the corona, is 200 times hotter, up to 3 million degrees. Scientists still don't fully understand why. If you traveled toward the Sun, you would not survive long enough to see it up close. At 4 million kilometers away, your spacecraft would melt. No human will ever set foot on the Sun. The closest planet to the Sun is Mercury. And it is a world of impossible contrasts. During the day, the temperature reaches 430 degrees Celsius. But at night, it drops to minus 180. That's a 600-degree swing in a single day. No other place in the solar system changes temperature this violently. And here's something incredible. Despite the heat, scientists found ice at Mercury's poles, in craters where sunlight never reaches. But Mercury is not the hottest planet. That title belongs to Venus. Venus is hotter than Mercury, even though it's twice as far from the Sun. Its surface temperature is 465 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead, hot enough to melt zinc, and the atmosphere is pure sulfuric acid. The pressure on the surface is 92 times stronger than on Earth. That's the same pressure as being 1 kilometer underwater. Every spacecraft we have ever sent to Venus was crushed within hours. Venus is the closest thing to hell in our solar system. Now let's move outward. Mars is the most Earth-like planet we know. It has mountains, valleys, polar ice caps. But Mars has something we don't: massive global dust storms. Once every few years, a dust storm covers the entire planet. It can last for months. These storms are so strong, they killed NASA's Opportunity rover in 2018. If you were on Mars during one of these storms, you would be in complete darkness for weeks. Beyond Mars lies the largest planet in our solar system, Jupiter. A gas giant, over 1,300 times the volume of Earth. But the most fascinating thing about Jupiter is a storm. The Great Red Spot. It is a hurricane that has been raging for at least 350 years. It is larger than our entire planet. Winds inside it reach 600 kilometers per hour. Jupiter has 95 moons, but one of them is unlike anything in the solar system. Io. It is the most volcanically active body ever discovered. Over 400 active volcanoes, plumes of sulfur, shoot 500 kilometers into space. The surface is constantly resurfaced by lava. In just a few thousand years, Io's entire landscape changes. It is a world that is literally turning itself inside out. But Jupiter has another moon that may be even more important. Europa. From the outside, Europa looks like a frozen ball of ice. But beneath that ice is an ocean. An ocean over 100 kilometers deep. That's twice as much water as all of Earth's oceans combined. And where there is water, there might be life. Europa is the most likely place in our solar system where alien life could exist. Past Jupiter lies the jewel of the solar system, Saturn. Its rings span 280,000 kilometers across, but they are only 10 meters thick. They are made of billions of pieces of ice, some as small as dust, some as big as houses. If you flew through Saturn's rings, you would be navigating through a frozen graveyard of ancient moons. Saturn has its own strange moon, Titan. It is the only moon in our solar system with a thick atmosphere, and on its surface, it rains, but not water. On Titan, it rains liquid methane. There are rivers, lakes, and seas, all made of methane and ethane. If you stood on Titan's surface, you could light a match and start a fire across an entire continent. Finally, we reach the edge of our solar system. Neptune. The most distant planet from the Sun and the windiest place in our entire solar system. Winds on Neptune reach 2,100 kilometers per hour. That's 5 times faster than the strongest hurricane on Earth. And these winds blow in temperatures of minus 220 degrees Celsius. If you stood on Neptune, you would be ripped apart by the wind and frozen solid at the same time. We have traveled from the burning surface of the Sun to the freezing winds of Neptune. We have seen worlds of liquid metal and oceans of methane, storms older than human history, and ice that hides life. And yet, in all of our solar system, there is only one place where we can survive: Earth. The most precious place in the solar system. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe for more. Next time, we go to the most powerful events in the universe. Explosions strong enough to destroy entire galaxies. See you there.